welcome on in. Welcome to Be Soul Light. Be your soul light. My name is Felicia, as well as Yana, and I am the Galactic Priestess of Galactic Spiral Light by the name of Makala. So, I want to start this off with the title today that we're talking about is Shielding Energy of Colors, Shields of Colors. But before I jump into that, because I asked Creator, I said, well, what's the subject today? What are we talking about today? I said, shields of color. I said, huh? So just shields of color. I'm like, and? I said, just get on and start talking. But before I was coming on, I got a buzz from Conscious Juice. He had loaded up another video. And this short video was showing this young guy talking about, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel all of us merging around the world? And it's talking about the melanated people. So I was like, wow. And now just kind of thinking about it, I'm getting a little bit of goosebumps behind it. But the title of In the Air Tonight, he says, if you guys haven't, you know, it's by Phil Collins. And I said, oh, God, yeah, I used to dance to that. Hey, lovely. So I thought it would be cool to just come on before we jump into the medicine today about our galactic kin today, what the meaning of it is. We had our portal yesterday, and how the sun has just revved up. This morning, it was golden light coming in, and it stayed gold for about maybe 5 minutes, and then it went into bright white light. So the golden codes have been delivered, and that is bringing in that clearing. Hold on a second. Clearing is bringing in activations with that. So this is going to be a crucial moment that's going to accelerate as we go through the summer. Can you just think of what it means when I say get your shine on? Okay. So we're going to jump into the words of In the Air Tonight. So it's by Phil Collins. This was written in 1981, around my time. I graduated from high school in 1984. God, where's the time go? I can't believe where the time goes. Okay, so let's jump into it. And that gives everybody time to get in here before we start into the medicine, because this is Magic Energy Day. So the lyrics, In the Air Tonight. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. And I have been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I have seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did, and I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Think about New Orleans, what just happened recently. So can you wipe off that grin? I know where you have been, and it's all been a pack of lies. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight, oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life, oh Lord. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight, oh Lord? And I have been waiting for this moment all my life, oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time. The last time we ever met. But I know the reason why you keep your silence up. No, you don't fool me. Well, the hurt does show, but the pain still grows. It's no stranger to you or me. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, I have been waiting for this moment for all my life, oh Lord. But I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, well, I have been waiting for this moment all my life, oh Lord. I can feel it in the air tonight, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, I have been waiting for this moment all my life, oh Lord, oh Lord. So when you hear that, when he sings that song, I remember in my dancing days, when I was studying my nursing, I was doing dance as a second part of my curriculum. And I remember one of the girls, when we were putting together a talent show, a dance, and she did a dance to this song. And I just remember when she came out on stage and she was rehearsing it, and I was sitting there watching her do her routine because I had to wait to get my team together before we would go up and do our dance thing. And I just remember how when she was dancing, it was so, she was hitting each word. She was expression upon each words, the words of silence. I've been waiting all my life. So what have we been waiting for? What have we been waiting for? What have all of us been waiting for on this planet? What is the part, when we look at our calendar and it says spectral moon of liberation, and we're looking at dissolve, release, liberation. What needs to be dissolved? What needs to be released? And what needs to be liberated? Now, if we use the example of what happened to that Nottington plantation house in New Orleans, and how that got dissolved, and then there's pictures that shows the souls that were being released from the frame, the wood, the nails, the paint, the memory, the cellular memory of that home. When the fire, spirit of fire comes up and engulfs that, the spirit of fire came in and said, the spirits that are still remaining within the imprint, encoded imprint of this wood frame building has now, I'm igniting it, I'm dissolving it, and now I'm releasing it. And that kicks in liberation. Now we're going to take it one step further. When you say, I feel it in the air coming, We literally can feel what's in the air right now. Because some of us are so sensitive, we get to a point to where we just automatically start to break down and don't know why you're crying, because you feel it in the air. You feel it. You're not walking around numbed out, because this frequency that is coming in, God, I got goosebumps all the way up my head. This frequency that's coming in, it comes in all of its shades of colors, and it's supercharged in its plasmic light. So in the morning, when we are rising out of our state of sleep, and now we're rising, we get to see the colors, that pink, that soft blue, and then that gold comes up, gives you a burst. And then that light comes in, the divine creator light comes in. That diamond white light comes in. And now it just takes and it holds Mother Earth right there. And it's saying, I got you. And it's just going to hold as it emanates its true breath that we call air upon us. So can you feel it in the breath tonight? The breath calling. Can you feel the breath of life? When spirits are released from any place of containment, okay? And it doesn't have to be anything that was of a history of enslavement, but anything that was tragedy, the Holocaust, the sinking of the ship in Hawaii back in help me out, I just went blank. Hiroshima, was it that when we had they made a movie on it? It just went blank all of a sudden with the ships. Okay, so when that happened, when all those bodies of those sailors were still inside that ship, and if we look at Titanic, of all the ones that didn't make it off of there, Pearl Harbor, thank you, sister, thank you. I kept seeing it, but my mouth couldn't make me say it. Pearl Harbor, okay, so that's containment. Then you have Titanic, that's containment. So what do you think is going to happen with all this energy? I'm getting goosebumps like I've never, Jesus. What do you think is going to happen as we keep getting more increased energy moving through? Anything where spirits have been contained is going to release it. And this is why when we say, can you feel it in the air tonight? Can you feel it in the breath tonight? Can you feel it in the breath? Can you feel it? Can you feel it in that breath? When we say that and look at that, you're feeling it now. And you're going to feel more. And this is where we have to be able to take this moment in time to say, what am I feeling? How am I feeling this? Is this mine to hold on to? Or is this something that's just passing through in this moment right now? And then allowing it to just be liberated, to be released. There's a lot of magical energy going on right now, all at the same time as we are watching ourselves go into a rebirth and transformation of who we are. And this is where we actually have to sit back and look at our lives and say, what is my role? What am I doing? How am I making a difference? What's my dharma? What's my purpose on this planet? So right now, when I sit back and I look at all of this, and just looking at the lyrics in the air tonight, and you read that, that's kind of like a calling to all of us. What are you feeling right now? How are you feeling? How is everything impacting you emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually? The energy is so strong. How is everybody doing? Are you sleepy? Are you feeling as though you can't get your thoughts together? Are you feeling as though, oh my gosh, if I go out just to go to the grocery store, that's a task? Because you're feeling everything. You're becoming amplified. And nothing's going to stop that process unless you just kind of like, I don't know, put your head in the sand and act like it doesn't pertain to you. But if you have a soul and you came here with a purpose, you are going through one of your most transformational moments right now. Because all the little petty shit that you think you need to still be holding on to, you're going to let that go. Yeah, intense, tired, emotional, excited. Sometimes my body's purging, not sleeping well. Yes. Now, we talked about that yesterday. When you get waken up out of a deep sleep, sitting up, and you got energy, you'd be like, why am I awake at 3 o'clock, 2:30, 4 o'clock in the morning? Because your beloved divine team pulled you out before you got connected to any kind of energy that was going to harvest your energy. Game is on. And there's a lot of internal processing that we have to do in order to move forward. And those of us that know our purpose and know why we're here, we are the ones creating the change on the planet. And those that are just coming up and they're dipping their fingers in the stuff that they shouldn't be doing and they know they're in the wrong, they're lagging. They don't know who they are yet. They don't know. They don't know their truth. And yet, and still, they don't even know that the air that they're breathing, what is it that they're breathing? Because for some of us, it'll act as though it's pollen and sensitivity to particles and stuff. But on a deeper level, when we get hit with that sunlight and that the codes come in, as those deep core DNA activations that come through the mitochondria and is really anchoring into us right now, this is it. This is that moment that we have been waiting for all our lives. Can you feel it coming? In the breath tonight. So this was a really good way to just kind of bring that attention and to look at that. I never know how I'm going to show up when I come onto my channel and start talking. And when I hear do this, pull that up, get this message, I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And then when I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, this, ooh. So let's talk about our kin today, because there's a lot of shifting going on. And yeah, feeling that energy is insane. And you know what? I really feel sorry for people who spend their time being very low vibrational, negative beings and being hurtful to others with words that they say and cruelty. My message to those individuals that have that energy, school is in. And your test is going to be one of the hardest ones you've ever had in your life. Because it's all going to be about humanity, divinity of the humanity. Do you have it or not? Because in this moment, it is all about your frequency and what you're holding. And if you are a negative Nancy and you vibing low, you will not have that glow. Period. But those of us that know what time it is, and you are doing your work, and you're keeping your frequency up, and you're taking care of your temple, and you are staying in the moment, and you're listening to when Creator prompts you to do something, or when Creator tells you lay down and just get some rest, or when Creator tells you go out and just get in the sun, or just put your feet on the earth, or go swim, or go throw a couple of rocks into the waters, or go pick some plant medicine, or whatever it is. When you're listening, you're being guided for a reason, because it's all about connecting you to different frequencies. And in those frequencies are the different codes that creates the different shields of your colors that you're working with in your life. It's all about the frequency. And when your frequency is high, you will walk into a room and that room will stop to see who the hell just walked in. Because it's like a wave. You're emanating a wave of that frequency of yourself. And let me tell you, I get a kick out of going into any kind of business that's not having a good business day. And then I just go in there doing my lovely thing that I like to do. What do I do? Oh, just hanging out. And all of a sudden you start getting busy as hell in their store. And then I'll be like, well, my job is done here. I'll go ahead and just take this. Thank you very much, and leave. You're about to see a whole bunch of that going on now, in ways that you've never seen it before. Yes, I love it too. Yes, it's like being a beacon. It's almost like going into the the beacon has arrived. Your light is so strong, it'll be like people will be like, whoa, who just came in here? And then this is my real favorite part. This is the part I love the most. This is the part where I walk in somewhere and somebody is doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, and they know they are doing bad things to others. They know they don't walk straight. They know they are bad to the bone. And the first thing when I walk in, they cannot look at me. They leave and vanish. Just like that. Because they know what just walked in can see them. The light can see through that darkness. They won't stick around. So some of you might get offended sometimes when you meet people or you wonder why so-and-so boyfriend or girlfriend, when you come around, they exit the room because they're not walking right. They're lying. And they don't want somebody else to see their shit and expose them for what they're doing. So they move out of your way so you won't go, what's going on with you? Why aren't you walking straight? You better rectify that. So today's kin is 59. Blue Resident Storm. Here today. I channel in order to catalyze inspiring energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of magic. The color is blue. The planet is Pluto. The chakra is root. And the earth family is gateway. There is no room for this today. We just have the box. But the function of this, it says, may your strength catalyze human transformation to access a more subtle and harmonious life. The function is energy. The action is catalyst. The power is auto generation. Sometimes when I ride share, people jump out of the car. Yeah. Yeah. They jump out because they know. So one of the numbers I want you to write down as part of when we talk about shields of colors and we're working with colors and working with frequency, from this point on, it is all about your frequency. Understand this. Alchemize this. What frequency are you in? You might even find yourself saying things like, well, your frequency, honey, no. What's going on? Your frequency is too low. We need to get that frequency up. Go take a salt bath. Yeah, I'll see you in an hour. Bye. You might be like, yes, I see that you're my new doctor, but your frequency is not right. I gotta go. Have a nice day. Bye. I was going to get my hair done, but I don't think it's a good alignment today. You're going to really start paying attention to frequencies. How is the vibration and where you're going? Is it good? Or does it feel kind of like you're going to get, it's going to be like sloppy joes. It's going to be like, oh. And you already know if you go ahead and just do it, you already know you're going to be slimed when you leave wherever you're going because you weren't supposed to go there. You already know you're going to be slimed. So just clean it up. Clean yourself up after you get slimed. Okay? But it's all about frequency from here on out. And this frequency work is all about how you get through certain portals, stargates. I can't stress that enough. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to go through the Stargate. No, 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 no. What's in your heart? Did you ever get over that? Are you still harboring some bitterness somewhere? You're still telling a lie? Faking it? Are you faking it? What are you doing? Because this requires you to be authentic, to be true, to be authentic. Not artificial, not made up, to be authentic. Understanding that. As long as you are living in unreality, you cannot hear, see, or understand the super mental. Let me read that again. As long as you are living in an unreality, you cannot hear, see, or understand the super mental. So the number that you want to work with is going to be 8888, 4 8s. That's an easy code. 8888. That is representing divine protection. Now, we're going to talk about the colors. If you go into a grocery store and it's super busy in there, what color would you shield yourself with? What's the color? What color would you pick? Super mental. What you project, what you feel, what you see, what you're receiving. Consciousness. The consciousness of the mentalness. What color would you use going into a grocery store? Rusty orange shell. Why? Why would you use that color? Right about now, you're probably like, why would you use that color? Grace, hey, Grace, welcome on in. Why would you use green, Grace? It works best for me. Okay. So do you know what the orange represents? What it's connected to? Because you're talking about green and orange. So your orange, if you're going to use that color, emotionally, is about wisdom and gut feeling. It's about spontaneity, sexuality, pleasure, joy, happiness. Okay? So that's the color that would work with that. Your green, when you're working with that, we know that's heart and it's fresh foods and get through the store quick. Yes, I hear you. Sun going down. Yes, yes, yeah. Now, when the sun's going down, you've got that beautiful orangey color, kind of yellowish as it goes down. And that's always, when we watch the sun go down, that always brings us in that state of exhaling, and we're dropped down in the shoulders and we're feeling good with that color. So those particular colored shields will emanate joy, peacefulness, happy colors. Okay? Energizing. Those are energizing colors. When we do something like a pink, It provides a shimmer of love frequency because we associate the color pink with love or female, feminine energy. Okay? When we look at the color blue, depending on what kind of blue, is it going to be a turquoise? Because all the blues have different frequency. Turquoise is going to be more soothing in the nervous system, peacefulness, because it has that touch of green in there, because you're connecting still to the heart, and it has the throat chakra as a part of that. So those colors are going to be soothing. Okay? If you say the color is black, black is like absorption. It absorbs all the colors. Turquoise is this. When you look at it, it's associated with mass communication, and it's all about the age of Aquarius. Turquoise. It's about that energy. It gives you tenacity, gives you ideals, it's teaching colors, it's intuition of having to do with feeling things. Okay? So when we talk about shieldings of light, shieldings of colors, and you are, say, like you're in a situation, it's getting kind of crazy. People are arguing. Okay? If you just take a breath, ground and center the self, just automatically see that diamond white light coming straight down you and grounding and centering into the high timeline of Mother Earth. Done. Breathe. And then just think of turquoise, blue. Now, spears around everything. Big old spear of light. It'll change the tone and frequency of what's happening. Because one, you saw it and you see what's going on. And so now the energy is going to be boom. It's going to be tapered down. Same with yellow. Yellow is that solar plexus energy. Okay, kind of tune into that. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a lot of you work with your colors, but take it to the next step. How can you be a living, walking color frequency when you step out or you go somewhere? If you're going to a job and you're in a cubicle and it's a constant, Joe the negative over there. First of all, think mirror. Second of all, think color. Maybe it's just having a big old spear of yellow and blues, keeping things happy and calm. Intuitive connection. Being in that space. You don't want to do the brown unless it's something like you want to ground somebody. If they are in a panic mode and they are losing their crap, you can go brown, earth, ground. Just by looking at them, think brown, earth, ground. Boom. That brings their energy down. That brings them into a place of where they're not in the anxiety or the trauma or the, I don't know what to do, boom. And then bring in pink. Shields of color. Now, I'd be real careful with red. Red can be like an activator for passion, but if someone's already angry and you pop up a shield of red, that's going to be increasing more anger. That'll amplify it more. Might not want to do that. Purple, I love to drive in my vehicle. If I have to hurry up and be somewhere, I like to cast up purple light. And silver. So now I got purple light, which is going to get me where I need to be faster. Silver is going to create a mirror all around me, invisible. Just remember when you work with that, when you get out of the car and you go into a grocery store, deactivate that. So when you get up to the checkout stand, somebody will see you standing there. That's right, I said that because it works that good. Take it down so you can be seen and helped. Because if you still got it up, they'll be like, I'll take the next person, please. And you'd be like, I'm standing right here. Oh, that's right. Got the shield up. Sorry about that. Hi. When you start really working with shields of colors and how to work with the frequencies of it, you get to a place where you're really utilizing it. I started wearing more colors at work, and it seems to raise the vibration of the people around me. It helps me too. There you go. There you go. So those orange, yellows, turquoise soothes the nervous system. Shields of light. Start using them for yourself. If you're working with a client that's just losing it, shields of light. Calm them down. Blues. Ground them so they're not going to think about doing anything harmful to the self. But blues. The blues will bring down the anxiousness. It will help soothe the heartbeat, bring it down so that the individual can be So playing with your colors and learning how to use your colors and learning how to use them as a shield. Now, when you call in a shield, you call the color in, you visualize that sphere of light around you. If you mix silver into it, it gets real sparkly, but it will keep out negative energy that will be coming towards you. That is very useful when you have to go to a court case, when you are dealing with legal stuff. But you also, if you're dealing with legal stuff, you want to have your whole team there. You want to make sure you got the right archangels there to make sure there's no nonsense going on and to already be dealt with. Same with when you're working with your pocket watch. That is setting you up with timelines where you move ahead 2 hours, 3 hours. So if you have your pocket watch and you're doing your magic with it and you say, okay, 3 o'clock on my pocket watch, when I meet and align with that energy, things are going to be taken care of. Done deal. Somewhere in time. You just move on that timeline and you set it with an intention. That's why I keep saying you have to practice working with it, because then you develop a rhythm. Then that rhythm gets imprinted into the ethers of what you do. So then it comes back to you so much easier to move through those personal created timelines of yourself that you created and color coded. Okay, does everybody understand what I'm talking about? So the reason why I bring that up in the colors is because if you've never worked with Aura Somas, you have all these different colors here, okay? All these different colors. All these bottles have all the different oils, the waters, and the colors. And it has a number with it. These are all frequencies of something that has a message. Okay? It's all frequencies. Look at all these colors. And each one has a vibration of something. So, you know how when you would go in back in the day when this was like huge to do, you would go and get the bottle and have a session and you would do your whole thing. What is it called again? It's called Aura Soma. Aura Soma. S-O-M-A. Soma. Aura. So, Aura Soma. Bottles. These bottles are not cheap. Okay? So, I got the poster. This poster's old. Got the poster. And when I work with people that need to do some color therapy for themselves, and we need to find out what is the hidden part of something going on, I'll send them a copy of this through their phone and say, okay, on your phone, I need you to just pick out which one of those colors are standing out at you. Just boom. And then once you give me the number, I look it up and then I tell you why you picked that one. And it's dead on. Can't make that stuff up. It is dead on. It will break it down mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally and tell you why you got it. And then it'll tell you the name of the bottle. Because on here, you only get the number. It's not going to tell you the name of it. But when you find out what the name of it is, it's also shocking. Okay? So, those are those colors. Let's step into our read. Now, I just threw that at you, and you're probably saying, what? She just gave us that for... I want you to think about that. Because being a spiral light practitioner, it's essential to know your colors well. It's a part of your training and to know the frequency of it. Okay? We are going to look at celestial frequencies today and see what the info is of this today. So that was a lot to talk about. Ooh, one just dropped out. Okay. Okay. Starting with, okay, got it. So if you would like to experience that, you can definitely send me an email to galacticspirallight.com. Go to the webpage and go down and send an email, and then I'll set you up with that. Okay, our frequencies today that we're going to work with. Oh, wow. Jeez. Okay, the last one. Wow, that's crazy. All right, first one is rejuvenation. And notice how this goes to grace. Number 17, there's that green. So this is purification and healing shield. This is an actual shield. Okay. The next one that matches with that is number 42, collaboration, the alliance. This is already happening right now. Contracts are being definitely negotiated. And I want you to see things, when we see anything going on in political world and they're traveling around communicating and meeting each other, that's because they're making contracts. They're making agreements. They're collaborating. Okay. And you're just kind of watching what the energy of what they're doing. Because everything right now is 417 hertz is acceleration. This is the cleansing healing code. Just breathe that in. And then when we move into metamorphosis, this is 852. the 37. This gives you clarity healing code. And the last card that covers this, rebalance, astral healing, number 29. So that 29 is an 11, so that's the one of the stargates energy walking through. Okay, for that rebalancing, I love her books. It's like when I see even this one, so cool. And this is that frequency, celestial frequency. And they were really good cards put together to do some activation work with you. Now, when we talk about activation, we mean it works on you on your energetic level. So this one for the rebalancing, this is all about sea salt bath, smudging, sage smudging. Colors are ultraviolet purple and silvery blue, sandalwood and rosemary essential oil, honeysuckle, and then the flower essence is going to be the flower essences. Crystal is selenite and spirit quartz and ametrine. Okay. That's what's associated with this. When we look at the acceleration, acceleration brings in a detox bath, emotional clearing, sage, Palo Santos, color of gold and yellow and orange. There's your gold and yellow. Black lotus flower, lemon and orange essential oil, crystals of smoky quartz, orange carnelian, and citrine. Okay. Your metamorphosis for the 852 hertz. This is all about the third eye alignment, 852 hertz. This is meditation, Jedi training, ESP training, martial arts, blue lotus, peppermint oil, purple monkey flower, lavender flower essences, crystals of lepidolite, purple agate, and lodolite. Now, lodolite is a wonderful stone to work with. Because that one helps you to stay focused on your journey of what you're doing. Labradorite also is a good stone to work with magically when you need to stay on your magical path of your work. Okay. What is it called again? Oh, that was the poster thing. Okay. So those are the frequencies of today, the things of being centered with. And I just want each and every one of you to enjoy the rest of your day and just kind of be in that focused, flowing energy of healing. Practice. Carry lepidolite in my purse. Yes. Practice your work. So I will be seeing you tomorrow. We're going to dive a little bit deeper. But also know when you use those codes, you can use the 8888 vibration so that you can have that divineness. Drive with it, sleep with it, utilize it. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. Thank you for joining me here on Be Soul Light. Be your soul light. Bye.